Thank you everyone for coming out here today to honor and respect Micheal Joseph Parke. As I stand here, I am humbled by how short life is, graced by a surrounding love of friends, families, and those who have helped bring Micheal home. Micheal was a lot of things, a corpsman, a soldier, and a spiritual believer, a husband, a dad, but most of all, and transcending through all of these titles, a friend. From day one, Micheal was a friend to all. He always knew exactly how to make someone smile, and not in a come-easy way. He was very thoughtful. He saw people to their core and knew, with those eyes of his, just how to brighten someone's day. He had the gift of knowing what to say, always. In his childhood, a few stories stand out. The first was the golden boy. And however many thousands of times I heard this phrase, I knew what it really meant. Micheal was the one everyone wanted to play with, talk with, or just be with. He helped people come together from all walks of life. Another one of my favorite stories is when Micheal was about 5 or so. He was at Anya and Papa's house. His papa walked in seeing his toy soldiers all lined up in 2 lines. His papa asked him what he was doing. Normally, when you're playing with toy soldiers, it would be a war zone. He looked up at his papa and he said, "They are doing their pre-planning meeting." And it was then that Papa knew Micheal was going to join the army. To me, that experience showed a thoughtful, quiet moment of a little boy who was more aware of life than most people his age. He was a history major, and I feel he always looked to the patterns and learned from others' examples. As a spiritual person, I feel he always looked to those gut feelings he always had. And as a dad, he was sometimes crippled by fear, making sure his kids were safe, because he loved them so much. I'd like to take a minute to talk about these 2 beautiful children. Ronan, you have your dad's love for others. Yeah. You know when someone needs a hug. Just like your dad. When you start to go on about teams and competition, athletics, or when you come up with fun games to play, I stop and think of your dad. When I see you sitting at the table doing your homework, I remember how your dad told me how much he loved school too. He loved learning. I think of all the things your dad liked to do, it was learn. In the early years of getting to know Micheal, I was taken back by some of the things he did. He and his brother were always sharing soundtracks to movies. I never thought to look up those. Beside it, to his dismay, the Evita soundtrack. But it made me think of how when we were watching a movie, he was 4 levels deep, focused on the beauty of the music. Your dad also loved Josh Jarboe. And if you look up his YouTube videos, there's a very distinct opening sound. And oh, how in the middle of the night, when I heard it, I wanted to chuck that phone across the room. But it was another example of how Micheal was always beneath the surface. He researched those movies before and after watching them, not to see if it was worth it to watch, but to get the backstories. I mean, we watched some pretty terrible movies. But it was always more than just if a movie would entertain him. It was about if it could make him think. Ronan, keep sitting at the table, keep thinking, keep asking me why 1,000,000 times, because it is keeping your dad with us. And I will try to remember that too and just be a smidge more patient.
Yeah, and I love doing homework too much.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
I love and I'm way too excited to do my biggest Hot Wheels set.
That too.
And I really love you.
I love you too.
I love you too. And you're so safe and you're
Rayla, wow. My word for you is Spitfire. Please raise your hand if you would describe Michael as that. Spitfire. When you came into this world, you took it by storm, and so did your dad when he was born. Never afraid to speak your truth. You get that from your dad, and I learned that from him. Rayla, the way you get excited about things, that was your dad to a T. And in fact, I know that through his excitement, he got people excited about things they weren't initially excited about. He had a way of rallying. When I see you get excited about going somewhere or excited to read books and learning mostly, but making mama stop doing everything so you can learn, it reminds me of your dad because even if I was hesitant at first, you make everything fun. I woke up the other morning with a song stuck in my head, and I feel Michael shaking his head at me, but I'm gonna go for it. It's Taylor Swift. I'm just gonna read the lyrics, but you held your head like a hero on a history book page. It was the end of a decade, but the start of an age. Long live the walls we crashed through, how the kingdom lights shine, just for me and you. I was screaming, long live all the magic we made, and bring on all the pretenders, one day we will be remembered. We were the kings and the queens, you traded your baseball cap for a crown. When they gave us our trophies, we held them up for our town. And all the cynics were outraged, screaming, this is absurd. 'Cause for a moment, a band of thieves in ripped up jeans got to rule the world. Long live the walls we crashed through, how the kingdom lights shine for me and you. I was screaming, long live all the magic we made, and bring on all the pretenders. I'm not afraid. Long live the mountains we moved. I had the time of my life fighting dragons with you. I was screaming, long live that look on your face. But bring on all the pretenders, one day we will be remembered. Hold on to the spinning around, confetti falls to the ground. May these memories break our fall. Will you take this moment and promise me this, that you'll stand by me forever? But if God forbid fate should step in and force us into a goodbye, tell the children someday when they point to the pictures, please tell them my name. Tell them how the crowds went wild. Tell them how I hope they shine. Long live the walls we crashed through. I had the time of my life with you. Singing, long live all the mountains we moved. I had the time of my life fighting dragons with you. And long, long live that look on your face. And bring on all the pretenders. One day we will be remembered. Michael, you will be remembered. And as Ronan said it best, there is an invisible string connecting us all. The string starts at my heart and connects to everyone that we love. Ronan knows, and we would like to share that the invisible string reaches all the way up to heaven where Michael is. Please join me to space, how your dad loves space. Please join me in tugging on our invisible string to Michael. Do you want to help everyone, Ronan? You want to come show him how to tug?
Me too.
Okay, you guys ready? We're going to take our strings and we're going to tug on them. You guys all tug with me. See all these people tugging for Dad? Thank you. God be with you till we meet again.
On behalf of the President of the United States Army, and a grateful nation, please accept this flag as a symbol of our appreciation for your loved ones' honorable and faithful service.